सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Today's subject is disengage from the I. It's one of the Shiva Sutra discourses. I'm commenting on the Shiva Sutras every day on one sutra. Let me give introduction about this book, just few words, and we'll enter into the book. We'll enter into the Shiva Sutras. It is a 5,000 years old book. It is the essence of inner science technology, the essence of the science of enlightenment. It is the essence of 5,000 years of research and development by more than 1 million inner scientists and more than 1 million inner science laboratories. In India, we have more than 1 million inner science laboratories, means temples and ashrams which are alive, which are maintained. More than 1 million temples which receives everyday worship. Please understand, I am not talking about the temple which are in the dilapidated condition. I am talking about the temples which receive everyday worship, which is used by people. More than 1 million inner science laboratories and more than 1 million full-time dedicated inner scientists. India has got at least 10 lakh Swamis who are dedicating their whole life to the research and development. I am not speaking about the Swamis who are living in the streets or who are not living in the monasteries. In that way, it goes to something like a crore, 10 million. I am speaking about the people who are staying in one place and dedicating their life for research and development of this inner science. That alone is 10 million, 1 million, 10 lakh, and 1 billion people following this technology. This is the strength of this great inner science. This book is the essence of this inner science. Inner science developed for 5,000 years by 1 million inner scientists in 1 million inner science laboratories and practiced by 1 billion people. Ageless truth, ageless wisdom, that's what we call Sanatana Dharma, the ageless truths. This book is the essence of that wisdom, essence of that technology. This book gives 112 meditation techniques to experience the bliss, to experience the peace, joy, which is eternal in every one of us. This book gives the ultimate techniques to experience the ultimate bliss which is inside our being, which is in our inner space. This gives so many beautiful meditation techniques. Today we will see one sutra. Not only we will see, we will experience that one sutra, Shiva's beautiful technique. Let's enter into the sutra, then we will see the meaning. In a moving vehicle, by rhythmically swaying experience, or in a still vehicle By letting yourself swing in slowing invisible circles, let you experience the consciousness beyond the body. This is the sutra, means English translation of the sutra. Before entering into the sutra, few things. You are not just your body as you always think or as you always believe. You are something much more than your body. Somehow, because you identified yourself or you start believing that you identified yourself with the matter, means just a dead matter which you call as your body, you start thinking you are body. You start thinking you are just this body. You are not just the body, the stuff which is inside the body, not even flesh or bone. When I say the stuff, I don't mean the flesh or bone. I mean the being which is living inside the body. You are something more than what you think. Here, Shiva gives you the technique how to disengage from the I. All our suffering, all our pain, all our depression, everything is from that single root, what you think as I. All your ideas about pleasure, everything is just from that single root which you think as I. Here, Shiva teaches us how to disengage from that I. One big problem is, when you understand that your I is the problem, you try to antagonize with it. I have seen people start fighting with the I. But by fighting with I, you are not going to get rid of it. By fighting with I, you are not going to escape from it. You are going to only be continuously fighting with it. And when you start seriously fighting with your I, you create one more powerful I. To fight with that I, you need to empower to fight with your I. So you need to empower some thought to fight with the I. By and by, the thought which you empower will become one more bigger I to create lot more problems for you. People who started fighting with I could never achieve anything, can never achieve anything, because the more you start fighting with the I, the more you will be creating one more new I. Whether you suppress or fight with the existing I, you cannot experience the peace. You cannot experience the truth. All you need to do really is disengage from that I. Disengage yourself. Disconnect yourself. Shiva is teaching us not to suppress or to fight. He is asking us to disengage ourselves from the I. This amazing technique, a very simple but powerful technique. Shiva is so practical. Sometimes I am shocked. How could this book be written 5,000 years ago? We have a solid record of this book existing at least for last 5,000 years. Of course, we don't know the age of this book. At least 5,000 years old, that's all we know. The story, how this book was discovered, is one great devotee of Shiva had the darshan of Shiva, and Shiva guided that devotee to go to a cave in a hill and open that cave. On that cave the whole sutras are written on the stone. Just copy it and bring it and give it to the whole world. So he goes, opens the cave, still the cave is there, still the sutras are there on the rock, on the stone. He brings the sutras and gives it to the world. This story happened at least 5000 years ago. We have a solid proof that this book existed at least 5000 years ago. I was shocked how 5000 years ago somebody can think so practically, so clearly about all the modern day men problems, because all our problems, fantasies, phobias, fears, depression, every inch is answered in this book. For every step he gives solution. That's why I say this book is not just a book, it is the essence of 5000 years of research and development. The Indian Vedic system is at least 10,000 years old. I can't say it is 10,000 years old, at least 10,000 years. We have a solid record to prove at least 10,000 years. This book is discovered 5,000 years. So, it is a 5,000 years of R&D, research and development expressed itself in this form of this book. Otherwise, it is impossible to give so many practical techniques. It is very easy to give philosophy. It is very easy to give teachings. It is very easy to say what to do, what should not, what should be done and what should not be done. That is not a big thing. Very easy to tell people, do this, don't do that. Very easy to create a philosophy. To create a philosophy, you don't need anything. A simple 3 things I can tell you. You can become philosopher from tomorrow. All you need is just criticize anything and everything. Whatever you see in front of your eyes, just start criticizing. Do not bother about what you are criticizing. And second thing, never create a system which people can understand. Third thing, complicate things as much as possible. That's all. Nothing else is necessary. To become a philosopher is very easy. And fourth important footnote, never give any solution. Shiva is not creating philosophy. To create a philosophy is easy. He is not giving a philosophy. He is giving you the techniques, technology, how to. He is not saying what to do, what not to do. He is saying how to do. Straight away he is giving you the technology to experience the inner consciousness, to experience the ultimate consciousness, to experience the Shivatva, means the consciousness of Shiva, experience of Shiva. He is straight away teaching us the techniques, not just words. That is why I say this is one of the ultimate book, amazing book, which gives straight teachings and techniques to experience the ultimate consciousness.